Hi everybody, welcome back. Look what I received. I've got my American floater. So I now need to be brave and test it. So I've mixed a few colours that I'm comfortable with. However, the ratio was totally different to my normal PVA glue and water mix. Usually I tend to mix 1:1, but actually the floater allows you to put less paint in there for the same consistency and colours, so that's quite good. So the only exception is my Deco Art 24K, which I've mixed 1:1. Okay, so that's the bottle, standard extreme sheen 24K gold by Deco Art. I have some Arteza Pearl Sapphire Blue, which is this one. It's a lovely shimmery blue. I have the purple there is Amsterdam Ultramarine Violet. Okay, so that one, number 507. I have also mixed some PBO Iridescent. So this one is, let me just put this one back down, is a 358, is the iridescent blue green, or green blue even. So I thought it'd be quite nice. The next colour I mixed was my Montmartre Stellar Blue, standard. I have a cobalt, let me just check the, yes it is the Cobalt Blue by Royal Lac Nickel. So same consistency, this one. I've got some white, which is my standard Montmartre, and I had a leftover of plum, and I just added a dash of black in there, so it looks like a very, very dark plum. Maybe on the camera it looks like black, but it's not. So all the other colours, so apart from the Deco Art Extreme Sheen, they were mixed 3 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint, and I had to add a splash of water to the PBO Iridescent Green Blue and to the Royal Lac Nickel Cobalt Blue. But the rest, the consistency were fairly similar to what I usually use. So we'll see. So I better start layering. So I will try to do just a standard straight pour. So let me just put a bit of white in the middle just to get it started. So let me just spread that a little bit. So the canvas today, it's only a small one because obviously I'm not really sure what I'm doing yet, so I didn't want to have a really, really big one. It's just a standard 30 by 40 centimeters, so that's 12 by 16 inches. Okay, so oh, I've got something at the bottom of the cup. Here we go. So let's start layering. I didn't put any, by the way, any satin enamel in there. It's just white paint and Floetrol. So let's try to see if there's absolutely any difference or not between Floetrol and my usual PVA glue mix. Let's see how it goes. It's pouring relatively the same. Obviously the proof will be in the pudding, you know. I have to see how it dries as well, so I will let you know. But let's try. So I'm trying to concentrate. I'm so nervous, and I don't know if it's just because of the kind of the value of the Floetrol. Obviously bringing it to the UK cost me an absolute fortune, but if it works, you know, it'd be worth every penny. But I've got to give it a go. I was really pleased with the Australian one with regards to pearl pours. It gave really beautiful results. The American Floetrol for pearl pour, for my last purple that I did yesterday, I think I messed it up quite a bit. The mix was far too thick, so the pearls didn't really come through as I was expecting, but you know, I just got to learn. It's a brand new pouring medium, so I do have to learn. Oh, that one, I don't think I talked about that one. That's just a bit of leftover from yesterday, some PBO iridescent blue black. That's one of my favorite colors. So let me just, I need to put some more because there's two dark colors next to each other. Don't think I'm going to fill the full cup. It's 500 mils, so I think it's 18 ounces. I won't need all that for this size canvas, but at least you can see what's going on. It's a see-through cup. You can see me layering, hopefully. So the layering is well and truly random. I'll just try not to put colours that might clash or turn in too much together, but otherwise, you know, I have no small piece of paper written down saying, well, you've got to put this one first, this one next. I am really going with the flow, no pun intended. So let me just put a bit of white there. So far, every single colour looks like and feels like they are of identical consistency, so I'm quite pleased, because that's one of the main things. You need to get your consistency right first of all, but all your paints should be really of the same consistency. It makes a huge difference, because you don't want one to be slightly thinner, because it would drop straight down to the bottom of the cup, or too thick and then you've got a big blob when you start pouring. So a bit more. I better hurry up a little bit more. I'm just so nervous. I know I keep saying it, but I really do not know what to expect. Maybe there's absolutely no difference. Maybe it's going to be wonderful. Maybe it'll be a disaster. So let's see. I know the purple yesterday, or the messed purple, was totally my fault. I kind of felt right from the start that the thick was too mixed, and I still attempted to pour. So I am not blaming my new pouring medium on this one, but there I am fairly confident. So the consistency is identical to what I would expect with my gluing water. So if it does not work or dries funny, I will blame the pouring medium. So a tiny bit more there. So by all means, I know it's going to take me another couple of minutes or so to layer. So if you want to fast forward, you know, I shan't be offended. Let me just move that out of the way. Don't want to put too much gold next to each other because it will take over, or the colours are very, very similar now. I've run out of the, no, I've not run out, but don't want to use any more of that one. A bit of the iridescent green blue, bit of white, bit of gold. And also something that I'll be interested to know is how well I can keep my basically leftovers, the paints I've prepared. You know, I can easily keep paint as long as it's covered up for a couple of weeks or so. No issue whatsoever. Even some of the paints, I don't even need to put a splash of water afterwards. So I'll be interested to see how the floatal dries, and you know how well, if it splits away from the paints or whatever. Right, I do think that I have enough paint. I do have leftovers anywhere for flow extender if necessary. So wish me luck and let's go for it. Oh, very, very nervous. Okay. Let's try. So at the moment it's a bit ribbony. Excuse me. So I don't know if it's just because I'm pouring too fast. Let me try to slow it down a little bit. Let's see. I'm not going to try to get clever or anything. I'm just going to let it flow. Once I'm a bit more comfortable with the consistencies and happy with everything, then I will start doing ring pours and, you know, be a bit more adventurous. But at the moment, I just let it flow. It's going to do whatever it wants to do. For once, they're in charge. Right. Let's go higher up. Let's go down. Oh, loads of gold there. Right, my white is coming. Should be getting to the bottom of the cup. Oh, no. Sorry, I don't think the pins are level, because it does look like it's flowing more on one side than the other. So I'm just straightening a tiny bit. I'll just try that. Okay, come on. So definitely messy, but you know what? Let's try it. So I may need to put something under there, because I guess my canvas is not level. So let's see if that helps at all. Let me just bring it back in the middle for a second. Okay, there's a lot of paint right in the middle. I can feel the weight of it. So let's put some white as a flow extender. I don't think that is thin enough. Let me just have a splash of water. Let's see if it helps. Okay. Let's see. That's quite thick, so hopefully slightly thinner now. Yep, much better. Okay. I'll just scrape that. Let's try just to have some white underneath. Clearly I don't want any unexpected chemical reaction, because everything else I think I've got mixed now is with glue and water. So I'm not sure glue and water and Floetrol react together. Might do absolutely nothing, or there might be sort of chemical reaction. So let me just come back here, you. Okay, let me just quickly spread that. Make sure I get to my corners, and this extra paint I put on the sides, and that people call flow extenders, is basically to enable the puddle there to reach the corners without rolling on itself. So it will float on top of that white that I'm putting there. Hopefully it just slide on top of it, so that you don't lose, for example, I don't know, those fingerlings there. So, well, that's the theory anyway. Sometimes it's got a mind of its own, so I think that might be even too thin, but I'll see. It's done now. So okay, so let's try to torch. I've definitely put far too much gold in the cup, because it's definitely overtaking, but we'll have a look. Once we start stretching, it might surprise us. So let's torch. Let's get rid of the bubbles. First time I'm torching Floetrol, so I'm not sure what to expect. Should I keep heats very easily, or not see any smoke yet, so that's quite good. There's not that many air bubbles anyway, so far so good. Right, let's do this. Let's start stretching. I think I just got too much paint for the side of the canvas, but that's just the way it is. So okay, let's wait. So let me start on one side. Or consistency is different. Can you see? That is very thick, that is very thin. So I thought I got it right. Oh, I did not. Oh, what a shame. No, that is not right at all. Definitely not the same consistency. Okay, I'll have to work on that because it's very uneven and very wobbly on the top. I don't know if you can see that, but I can definitely see. So do I need more Floetrol? Did I mix something wrong and it's basically not reacting very well? I definitely didn't use anything with PVA glue. Look, I've got big blobs. That is just not right. Why is it's that is just not right, but why? That's the $1 million question. Why is it not nice and smooth? And it's kind of, the whole thing's not splitting, it's just, it's not defined at all. I am really surprised. What on earth is going on? I did stir as long as I usually do. Well, it's just like some colours, either they don't like the Floetrol, sorry. Oh, that is horrible. That's like the worst pour I have ever done. It's horrible. Don't know if you can see. Oh, there's no point continuing there. What went wrong? Okay, what I'll do, I will prepare more paint. The only thing I could think of is the two colours I had left over of the PBO iridescent blue black that was actually mixed, now I think about it, with PVA and water PM. And same for my the plum, which I darken with some black. So if I just re-pour on top with just the colours that are solely Floetrol ones, let's see if it works. I'm just going to put you on hold for a minute, prepare my colours, prepare my cup and come back to you. Alright, see you in a minute. Right, I'm back. So I've prepared a new cup. So in that cup, 100% of the paints were mixed with Floetrol. So just in case there was some sort of chemical reaction between the PVA glue and Floetrol, we'll see. I'm just going to pour over the top, and if that doesn't work, well, it's back to the drawing boards and maybe work with the consistency. Or so let's see. Let's see if it makes any difference. I'm just going to do a ring pour because rect for rect, might as well just see what we can do. Okay. So let's see if it makes any difference, because the colour actually seems to be splitting away from the other. Seems to be my plum with black. It's the dark one that gets quite fuzzy, so maybe it's just because there was PVA glue and water in the original pouring medium, but I thought, oh, it's only going to be a few drops, it's not going to be a a hindrance to the floetrol, but clearly it doesn't like it. So let's see what it's like, and then I'll just do another try. So I can go for a rev on a day there. Let me just stop. Come on. Let me just give me, that's it. So let's put that aside. So let's see. I might as well torch as well while I'm at it. To be honest, it might just be me imagining things, but it actually does look better. Not like it's splitting at all. What this is all split, it's definitely that black. So oh, black, plum black. So let me just try to stretch that in a circle. Let's try to see if we can get rid of quite a few bits. I need to slow down, but at this stage, obviously I don't think I'm going to keep that, so I might as well just go for it. So yeah, there's definitely no split. So that was clearly because of me mixing floetrol and, let me just turn it around, me mixing floetrol and my other PM. So clearly floetrol doesn't like anything else but itself. So that's fine, lesson learned. As I said, it's the first time I use it, so I'm not familiar with it. I've not really looked at potential interactions, you know, like you would do with the medicine, or, you know, see what it doesn't like, and yeah, it's not splitting or anything there. So it's definitely that black that I didn't like. So let me just try to, actually I quite like that. Let me see if I can get rid of the bottom bit there. I don't know if I've got enough paint left on the canvas. I mean, I only mixed a tiny little bit, so I don't mind just one or two bits, you know, that kind of appear a little bit split, you know, it gives it kind of texture and, you know, some, that is very pretty actually that way. I wish I could get rid, I don't want to point because of my fingers are covered in paint, so I've done this bit there, that's the only thing that bothers me, but I don't think I've got enough paint on the canvas. Let me just try to tip it. So where is, I actually haven't got any paint left on there. Oh, maybe I am lying. But let me just see, come on, you can do this, come on. You can, yes, 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 come on, here we go. Oh, floetrol gods are with me. Let me just bring it back a little bit in the middle. Much better. Well, for the sake of it, I'm going to keep that because it'll remind me of my failure. Kind of some pearls popping up. I was not expecting this, but I really like that. It's a nice swirl. The gold is obviously lovely as always, you know. Always reacts really nicely. What the heck, I'm going to try to get rid of that black bit there. Then I will be, just in case it really goes funny when it dries or it splits or anything. I'm definitely try to keep, sorry, that green and purple in the bottom, but if I can just push that black slightly over the edge, I will be happy and I will leave it alone. It's coming, here we go. Right, that's it, you're getting there. Whoops, whoops, nearly. Let me just bring it back. So I've got very, very slippery hands. Let me bring it, sorry, you can't see, but I just need to hold it this way so I can bring sorry, the paint back in the middle. I still have my purple, let me just turn it around. I still have some green purple down that side, so I'm happy. Let me just bring it back in the middle. Yeah. So absolutely no issue there. So it was definitely that PVA mix with the Floetrol. Floetrol definitely didn't like it. So my hands are too filthy. Let me just remove my gloves and I will torch it. Then I will bring you in for a close-up. Okay, let's torch first. Okay, so fingers crossed it dries okay. I mean, I removed a lot of the paint, so okay, let me just bring you down. Let me just remove you from the tripod. Okay, without touching too many things. So you might not be able to see really, but it's actually extremely shimmery. It's lovely. I do like the fact a few random pearls just popped up. I've got no idea where that comes from, but here we go. It's very hazy, isn't it? It's very I do like that. So let me just show you from a bit higher up. So yeah, much better, but clearly if you're using Floetrol, just use Floetrol. Do not put anything else with it, because it clearly doesn't like it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoy that, you learn something, and I'll see you again soon for more experiments. Thank you very much. Bye everybody.